Alright, so let's try to look at the derivative by implicity and chain rule. So the first question is saying, find the derivative of x squared plus y squared being equal to 4. So for the first question, we are going to use implicity method. Then the second one is saying, find the derivative of y being equal to tan, open bracket, 4 minus sine 2x, close bracket. The next one we're going to use chain rule. So how do you go about the implicit method? Implicit method, you can only use it when you can't make y the subject of the formula. Of course, if I give you this one, y being equal to 2x plus 5, then I ask you to find the derivative of this one. That's very simple. dy dx is equal to, the power that we have here is 1. So 1 multiplied by 2, it is 2. Then 1 minus 1, it is 0. Any number to the power 0 is equal to 1. So if you multiply by 1, you're going to get 2. So the reason why I'm forgetting about this constant number, this is because a constant number always becomes 0. And where is that 0 coming from? As you can see, these terms are arranged in descending of their powers. This one is having power 1, and this one is going to be x to the power 0. So if you multiply 0 multiplied by 5, you're going to get 0. So always a constant number becomes 0. So now, how do you find the derivative of y? So for example, if you have been given 2y squared, to find the derivative of y, you just need to follow the same step that we differentiate x. So it is 2 multiplied by 2, which is just going to be 4. Then 2 minus 1 is just going to be 1, so it's y to the power 1. Now immediately you differentiate y, always you need to put dy dx. As simple as that. That's a rule. Immediately you differentiate y, just put dy dx. So let's try to answer the first question. So the first question, we have been given x squared plus y squared being equal to 4. So the derivative of x squared is going to be 2x. Then the derivative of y squared is going to be y squared. And remember, when you differentiate y, what are you supposed to put? You need to add dy dx. Okay. So the derivative of a constant number is 0. So if I put 0 here, meaning the derivative of a constant number, just 0 like that. So we are finding dy dx, which means here we can subtract 2x to both sides. I'm just collecting the like terms. I want to make dy dx the subject of formula. So these, they are going to cancel each other. And then here we are going to remain with 2y dy dx. Then here we just have negative 2x. So if I divide by 2y, even here by 2y, 2y and 2y, they are going to cancel each other. Therefore, dy dx is going to be equal to, so as you can see, these 2 and these 2, they can cancel each other. As a result, we are going to have negative x divided by y. So this one is our final answer for the first question. We have found the derivative of x squared plus y squared is equal to 4. Let's answer the last one. So the last one, we need to find the derivative when y is equal to tan, open bracket 4x, let me say 4 minus sine 2x. So from this function here, what can you see? This one is a composite function. So for chain rule, you can only use it when you want to find the derivative of a composite function. An example of a composite function is this one, fg. So when g of x is inside the f, that is a composite function. Okay. So we have y being equal to tan, open bracket 4 minus sine 2x, then close. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to let y, which is this one, be equal to tan u. So if I let y being equal to tan u. What does it mean? Meaning, I'm letting what is inside here being equal to what? U. So I'm going to say, this means that u is equal to what? 4 minus sine 2x. So now as you can see here we can differentiate y with respect to u. Okay. What about this one? For this one here, we have two functions in this one, so we can't differentiate this one. So what are we going to do? We can let 2x being equal to v. In short, v is equal to 2x. So if v is equal to 2x, meaning in the place of 2x, we are going to put v. So let me just cancel this one. Then say u is going to be equal to 4 minus sine v. So let's find the derivative of this one, the derivative of this one, and the derivative of this one. Okay. So for the first one, we are finding the derivative of y with respect to u. So what is the derivative of sine? Let me say, what is the derivative of tan? So the derivative of tan is sec squared. Some they say secant squared. Just one and the same. Then the derivative of v is going to be dv dx being equal to 2. Because here we are having 1. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. N number is power 0 is equal to 1. Then the derivative of u, dy with respect to v, is going to be equal to, the derivative of a constant number is 0. This one is just a negative, just a sign, okay? So what is the derivative of sine? The derivative of sine is cos. So we're going to say negative cos v. So that is what we have here now. So how many derivatives do we have? We have this one, and this one. So to find the dy dx using the chain rule, we're going to say dy dx and then multiply all the derivatives that we have. So the first one, it is dy dv. Then the second one, it is dv dx. Okay. Then the third one, it is du dv. If you want, you can exchange these. There's no problem. Okay. Let me say this one is du. Okay. So as you can see here, these they can cancel each other. Then what are we going to remain with? We are going to remain with dy dx. So that is how we see if our solution is correct, or what we are doing is correct. So now what is our dy du? Dy du, it is secant squared du. Okay. So secant or sec squared du, then multiply by what is our dv dx. Dv dx is 2. So 2. Then du dv is negative cos v. Right. So we have negative cos v. Now what is u and what is v? U and v are these. Okay. Now remember, initially u was this one here. Okay. Yeah, so that is one thing that you need to know. So let's just replace what we have. So we are going to say dy dx is going to be equal to sec squared u, it is 4 minus sine v. Then what is v? V is 2x. Okay. then multiply by 2, open bracket, negative cos v. So what is v? In this case, v is 2x. So let me write 2x. So if I multiply here, 2 multiplied by negative cos 2x, I'm going to get negative 2 cos 2x. So to rewrite this, I'm just going to take this one to this side, where I'm going to have negative 2 cos 2x multiplied by secant squared, open bracket, 4 minus sine 2x.